Konnichiwa, this is the Shogunstein, and this is a look at and some initial thoughts of Zombie Chickens. It's a game, some people like those exploding unicorns or unstable kitten type games, so it's in that kind of vein. This is a game that has three modes, interestingly enough. It has a cooperative mode, which will never get played here in this household because Little Shogunstein likes to beat me in games. It has a solo mode, and it also has a competitive mode. And it plays 1 to 4 players, because again, it does have a solo mode. It's showing ages 9 plus. It's showing about a 35-minute playing time. And it's a theme of, I kid you not, preparing for the bok-bok-alypse. It's hilarious. This is a game that, in the interest of disclosure, we got from Amazon Vine for review purposes. So again, just to be transparent, we did get a review copy. Card quality is good. The art is kind of funny. So again, if you've ever played those exploding unicorn, unstable kitten type games, you always get kind of like funny art. Card quality is good. It's always good to see on a game that is card based. So this is the competitive mode. We just played a 2-player game. So what do? Well, you set up, you have your day cards. So these are the cards for the daytime. Because in the daytime, you need to set up your defenses for the bok-bok-alypse. I guess the place not to be during the bok-bok-alypse is Chick-fil-Canes. Is that the name of the place? Chick-fil-Canes? Or what's the other place? The cane fillet. So you don't want to go to any of those places during the chicken apocalypse of zombies. So you have your daytime cards, and then you're going to put out 2 daytime cards, and then you have your nighttime cards. Each player in a 2-player game is going to start with a hand of 5 cards, 5 daytime cards, and in the 2-player game, you get 5 hearts, 5 life cards. In a 3 or 4-player game, that goes down to 4. The game has 2 phases, the day phase and the night phase. Day phase has 2 parts, morning and afternoon. So you start off with your hand of 5 cards. So again, your hand is going to have various things that are going to defend against the chicken zombies. So again, you don't want to be near cane fillet when this happens, or near Fryways with the rotisserie chickens, or Costco for that matter. And you're going to want to set up the defenses. You're going to set them up in stacks. And the zombies that come all have different characteristics. And there are going to be certain things that different defenses help fight with the chickens. So on your turn, you have your hand of 5 cards. You have the option of discarding a card and then taking a card from the top. Then you're going to put 2 cards down for your defenses. And some cards, may require other things. So the flamethrower needs... I'm going to take a flamethrower to this place if I was half the man I was 10 years ago. Hooah. So this, you would need some fuel. Say something like the shotgun. You would also need to have ammo. But you can put down 2 cards. And then you draw back up to 5. You're either going to take these 2 or 2 from the top. And then the next player goes. And another one. And another one. And that's the daytime. So again, daytime, first phase is morning. Maybe discard a card that you don't want. Pick one from the top. So you have 5. You're going to put 2 down on your farm for defense. And then take 2 cards. And then for the afternoon, same thing again. Now nighttime comes. And depending on what round you're in is how many nighttime cards come out. So first night, everyone's going to get 1 card. Second night, everyone gets 2 cards. And the cards are either going to be, again, a different chicken zombie, or it could be an event card. So there could be an event card in here, too, that, has like a condition or something that is going to affect everybody. But you see there's different zombies, and they all have different characteristics. Hopefully, your defenses match those characteristics. So here would be an event card here. The Squirrel Stampede. or the winter solstice. Okay, so you're going to have to defeat each one of your night cards that come up. And again, the number of night cards that come out is going to depend on what round you're in. So third round, 3 are going to come out. Fifth round, 5 are going to come out. And you can go back and forth hopefully defeating one of the knights. So you see here, this one has exploding. This one you got to be careful with, because if you destroy an exploding one, then you lose your stack. So I had this stack of hay bales. If I used it on the clucker, I lose this. So you got to be careful. Now there are some shield cards out there that'll help protect your stacks. For every chicken you don't defeat, you lose a heart. Again, in our 2-player game, you started at 5, you're going to lose a heart. In the competitive mode, the first player who loses 5 hearts, everyone gets an even number of turns, so you take care of that. And then if you're the last chicken standing, you win. So again, you want to be the last one. You want to be the last chicken standing. You want to have all the other people go out, and then you win by being the last one in. However, again, in a 2-player game, let's say if I went first, and then Little Shogunstein, he went out on his turn, then we're all done. But if it was the other way around, then he would get one more turn. So again, everyone gets an even number of turns. But again, in the competitive mode, you want to be the last one standing. You have 5 hearts. So again, you want to be careful about how you stack, how you use them, because sometimes things will come out and you don't have anything that can defeat them. So again, you got different things coming out, and again, you see here with like in case of the shotgun, even if you have all that ammo, it doesn't do anything as bulletproof or invisible. So you'd be in trouble. So for instance, if this was one of the cards that came out, I would be in trouble. And again, if I used it on this guy, this chicken, I would lose that whole stack. So that's basically how to play the competitive mode. So what do we think of our initial thoughts on the game? It's filler. Again, it's in the vein of, exploding unicorns, unstable kittens, that type of game. This isn't Twilight Imperium. This isn't Gaia Project. This isn't some complex Feld game that you bought your 3rd version of. It's filler. So for what it is a fun filler. Would I rather play this than, say like some of the standard filler games? I've been, some of those like Target filler games. Yeah, I think I'd rather play this than, say, Millborn, where you're sitting there just drawing cards, hoping to get a fuel card or a stop card or a go card, something like that. Sure. But again, it's filler. There's lots of filler games out there. So this might be something good to have, maybe you're having a big game night, you're in between bigger games, maybe, everyone's playing different games and you got to wait for everyone to finish their games before you can play one big game again. So this might be a good one to play while other people are finishing up their game, or while you're waiting to get into a game. So it's fun, but again, it's not rocket science. This isn't one that I don't think that everyone in your gaming group needs a copy of. But it might be, again, if you want to have some filler with you don't want to play the same filler, what was that, little submarine game where you go out and you got to see how many steps you can go. There's only so many times you can play that as filler. There's only so many times that you can do Uno or something like that. So again, it's fun. Certainly, I think this would be a nice family game. So I just think, again, depends on how many filler games you need and how many filler games you need in your game group, and how much time you have. So again, this plays quick. Again, if maybe you wait and eat dinner, or after dinner you want to get a quick game, something like that would work. It's fun enough, but I wouldn't necessarily, based on our initial thoughts here, I wouldn't necessarily be beating down the door to get a hold of this. But again, it might be a good thing to bring to a gaming day or gaming event. To again, that's exactly what filler is. So for filler, it's certainly fun enough. It's luck based, certainly, luck based. But card quality is good. Um, Art is funny. But again, there's a lot of games in this this space. So again, it's gonna just depend on you how much you need filler games. This would be something again. Maybe you're traveling and you need something to play in the motel room to kill time. Wouldn't be a bad option either. So certainly fun enough. But again, I wouldn't drop everything. And if I was down to my last nickels, I wouldn't necessarily run out to get it. But again, maybe if someone has, the unstable unicorns and someone has exploding kittens, this might be a good one to have to switch it up a bit. Anyway, those are our initial thoughts on zombie chickens. So again, be careful when the bok-bok-alypse happens. Don't be over there at Costco near the rotisserie chicken because you'll be in trouble. This is the Shogunstein, Little Shogunstein out.